Today I want to share with you 3 reasons why you should drop out of college. If you're in college right now and you're like, why am I in here? And it happens to do with this book right here. Stay tuned. Oh, also this little intro, one of my fans made for me, so thank you. Thank you to Craig and Aaron the Marketer for buying my latest book, but we're going to review this book now. JeffJCunningham.com, guys. Make more money. This is the 3 reason book review of this book right here, Education of Millionaires. Now, this is one of the first books I read, and before you get too into it, it's a long book. I listened to it and I read it, and I'm going to explain why and 3 reasons why. If you're struggling in college and you're like, man, why am I going for this degree? These classes are stupid. I can't get my grades. You know, and whatever your challenge you're going through, why this book might be the book for you to read, and we're going to get right into it. But we're going to cut down the top 3, and at the end I'm going to give you a 1 that's actually really, no matter what you do, whether or not you are stay in college and get a degree or whatever you do, this last thing will help you succeed in job, businesses, and life, whatever you're doing. So stay tuned for that. But the number 1 thing is this. He lines out that basically the skills that you need, and I wrote them down here so I wouldn't forget them, because they did teach me that in school, how to write down. Negotiation skills, sales skills, and skills to be more sociable. So no matter what you're doing in life, whether or not you're going for a raise, you're going to need to know how to negotiate your time and what it's going to be. Whatever you're doing, you have to sell yourself on a job, or you have to sell a product out in the marketplace, wherever you're working. You have to sell yourself in a job interview, and skills to be more sociable. A lot of times, to make connections, we're on a human, I don't care if people say, hey, I'm not a people person, hey, I'm gifted in a certain way. Yeah, focus on those skills, but definitely focus on a skill to be sociable, to be cordial with people, to add value to other people. Those are the 3, that's the first thing that he's saying. If you learn anything, learn that first. So the number 2 thing he teaches, and the reason why to read this book, and you know, Clark says, give him reasons not to read this book, but the way I am, and the way I've grown and become so smart is by reading books, and I think I can only give a snippet of what's in this whole book that you can learn. It's that get a mentor. So they should coach you how. There's a fine balance, and they kind of say it this way. They say it that there's a fine balance in earning a living and making a difference, right? And if you find that balance in there, once you figure out how you want to earn a living and make a difference, you can find the mentor in where you want to be and learn from them. That's what I'm doing right now with JC Canati. I found someone who's done real estate investing. He's been a successful business entrepreneur for 35 years, and I'm offering as much service as I can to help him out. He's a great guy. I've learned more from him in 4 months than I've learned from everybody. And honestly, if I quit college and worked for him sooner, like his daughter Leanne did, and she's a smart girl to do that, you learn more in the niche for everything there. It's just great. So that's the second thing, is get a mentor and learn the art of connections, the connection of talking to different people. That's what kind of goes in the first point of being sociable. But once you get a mentor and you can see how they connected and did stuff, and you just do what they did, success leaves clues. This book leaves clues on the education of millionaires, not the education of doctors and lawyers. And I was watching a few other reviews, and they're saying, we're not saying drop out of college. I'm saying drop out of college. If you're not doing what you need to do, look at where the money's going, of what you're paying for a semester, and if it's what you really want to do. Some people get so trapped into that their parents say go to college or do things. Luckily, my dad told me never to go to college, and because I'm so entrepreneurial and, you know, I wanted to play quarterback, I just went to college for that reason. But I was like, man, I'm gonna get a college degree because my dad told me not to. But then as I started becoming an entrepreneur and found my passion after my brother passed away, I realized, man, no, I really don't need to. I can learn and offer more value just to you with even out a college degree. And the third thing he talks about, and he brings out a scenario where someone actually goes to college, gets a degree, creates a great portfolio, writes up their whole resume, and what they do with the resume is they send it out to a million different places. He actually even gives a tip of, if it's the career you're going for, go put an ad on Craigslist and see how in demand that whatever you're going for. Let's say it's being a chemist, like my friend that I know, or something like that, right? Put it out there, see what the market's offering for it. But he basically tells a story of someone who was going out there and they put in the resume, the degree, and everything out there, right? And then another person had none of that, but put everything they knew and studied from it on a site. They named it at their site, kind of like JeffJCunningham.com, and they put all their same degree on chemists and branded themselves. Before anybody even called them for a job interview, they already knew this person, a lot about them. Think about like a Facebook brand of yourself. You know, everybody should brand yourself. The reason why businesses worked way back in the time is because people went to, you know, Tom's Hardware because everybody knew Tom around town. Now with the art of the internet and everything, you can brand yourself like ClarkKeegley.com, JoshLewisGrowth.com, JeffJCunningham.com. You can brand yourself, right? And then you can put out whatever you want people to learn about you and hire you. So instead of spending this time working on a resume and degree, honestly, what really has more of an impact is the art of branding yourself. And that's why I invested a lot of money into Instagram growth software that helps people get more known and helps build up their brand. And I see it a different way where we can help people get known more and make more money. And that's all what my dream is here on this channel, is to help people make more money. I'm not saying if you're going to lawyer and Brooke, she's a nurse, she's a great nurse right now, and even Melissa at the restaurant who doesn't really like me, she's a good nurse too, I'm sure. Go to school for those reasons. That, lawyer, there's certain things where the education system is there, but for everything else, man, just don't go just because someone wants you to go. Go because you want to go and because it makes a difference in what you're trying to do. And the last thing that and this is the best thing, so thank you for staying to the end here. If you did, push that like button and click subscribe, because we're going to be doing 3 reasons for book reviews on why you should read these books that'll become smart so you can actually do coaching sessions like I'm doing in this office here weekly. It's crazy. Life's amazing. I love it, man. You can tell, obviously, I love doing this and the energy. But the last thing is it gives you an entrepreneurial mindset. And what that is, whether or not, oh, Jeff, I'm not an entrepreneur, that's you. Here's the thing. I work for Joe Coultonati, right? But I have the entrepreneur mindset. How can we grow this business? How can we help it? I think in one of the videos I was watching, they basically talked about, you know, you could be in a system and flip hamburgers, right, at a restaurant, or you could think of how can we flip hamburgers faster? How can we add more value? You get paid the same amount, but you think more and you give more to that company. Whether or not it actually turns into paper at the moment, this will add value to different people. When you have an entrepreneurial mindset and you're in the right vehicle, which we'll talk about later on how to get in the right vehicle for that, people will notice you offering value to them, you doing more than what you're asked for. When you do that, you will get compensated or noticed. And if not, then you can just switch. It's your own life. You can get up and go wherever you want. You can switch and offer value wherever you go. But the entrepreneurial mindset basically means that you're thinking of whatever your job. So you can start this right now today. Whatever job you have, you can think of, hey, I own BJ's. Even though I'm just selling BJ's memberships, I own it. What would I do for the company? And do it that way. I know my dad does that. He gives out a lot of BJ's memberships and is like, man, it's like I own the company. Because my dad's great like that. So maybe you'll see some of him on this channel too. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Happy Labor Day to everybody. I worked in this office so much, so long. Oh, we're doing viral videos every Tuesday. Or Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to put it the best time. I'm going to share all pages. We're going to be doing one with Grant Cardone, one with Josh Lewis Growth, inspiring videos, and we had a Make More Money podcast where we interviewed Brian Breach. You're going to want to check it out, man. There's going to be a lot of podcasts coming up, so we have a lot of good things coming to the channel. And look, that's money right there. So I got to get back to work, guys.